95% of men still believe this ridiculous lie. I want to tell you about one of the most ridiculous yet tragic facts about the state of modern man, and it has to do with our warped belief system. The thing is, too many young boys are growing up in a world believing something that serves as the foundation for everything that is wrong with how they interact with women. That false belief is simply this: the more you do for her, the more she appreciates you for it. It is often taken as a given by most blue-pilled betas who think they've found some sort of magic formula to get any women they want. They think, well, I'll just do this for her and she'll want to be my girlfriend. And then in marriage, it morphs into, I'll just give her the most perfect life she can have and she'll finally realize how valuable I am to her and how much she loves me. I shudder at the thought of being someone naively optimistic. It is like shooting yourself in the foot, not realizing that the entire dynamic you're operating under is hopelessly fictional. Let me take you a bit deeper into the psychology of most women in the world. Here's the deal. Most women in the world aren't as secure in themselves as you think they are. Yes, that girl you scroll on Instagram putting her thirst trap pictures and making poses for the camera? Inside, she's just an insecure little child looking to the external world for happiness, validation, attention, and clout. This is why simps destroy the dating market for all of us, but that's a topic for another video. And by the way, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We have a lot more content in the pipeline you cannot miss. The simps become a source of validation and self-esteem, but despite hordes of them on her Instagram, she feels inadequate and wants the attention of a truly high-value man that she can brag about in her friend circle. So put yourself in this scenario now. Say you have a wife and you do everything in your power to give her the best husband you can be. You fulfill every whim and desire. You take her out and buy her what she wants. You run around her like her moneymaker, trying to make sure you're always there for her. Now she's stuck in a predicament. She thinks, why is this guy jumping up and down to appease me when my previous Chad boyfriend never paid a heed to my every demand? This is the first trail of thought that leads down to something else. She starts questioning your credentials as a man. Is this guy really the high-value man I thought he was? Why is he catering to an insecure girl like me? He must be even more insecure than me and finds self-esteem in trying to appease me. This is a cruel paradox, but a very real one. Too many men don't realize that things in the world aren't as straightforward as they'd wish them to be. Your actions can backfire and blow up in your face as easily as you thought they would work. Ego is a dangerous thing, but for a man, it can be a source of endless motivation to justify yourself. Reversely, it is also built up when men toil away their entire lives at a business or enterprise and then earn the right to have such big ego. Women, on the other hand, grow up in a world that suddenly starts valuing them for their looks, and they don't even know why. They start to develop this idea that their experience is the same as everyone else, and completely miss the fact that reality is much different and harder for the majority of men out there. And what happens when she finally slips away from that glam life of the early 20s, hopping from Chad to Chad? When she realizes she's no longer the hot commodity she used to be and now needs to develop and earn her right to have an ego like everyone else? Well, most women just have a meltdown. Their self-esteem plummets because they never learned to sustain it the hard way like men did. And then, in her later years, when she decides to settle for some average Joe off the street, she can't help but reminisce to the time when her younger party days would have guys giving her ego trips left and right. But now, they no longer pay her the attention they used to give. She realizes she's been replaced by the newer lot. You in that situation must never start to pedestalize her. This is a sure way to make her think you don't deserve her, that she's too good for you. And trust me, from then on, it's all downhill. I love this saying. If you treat her like a celebrity, she'll treat you like a fan. And it's absolutely true. Remember that your attention is the greatest weapon. Learn to control it, harness it, and use it. Instead of doling it out for free and lowering your status in her eyes, understand that it can help you create positive and negative reinforcement in your relationship with a woman like this. I say this to you, the modern man in the dating world. Develop perspicacity, the ability to perceive. Be wary of the kind of women you bed and be sure to take into account the women's previous relationships. As the old adage goes, men judge women by their past, women judge men by their future, and it's 100% correct. When you encounter a woman with a string of failed relationships, baby daddies, emotional baggage, kids, divorces, etc., understand the kind of woman you're dealing with. And that is ungrateful. That's the only way to describe it. As harsh as it may sound, no one that truly values the gift they've been given can so wreck everything badly. Women were given the gift of beauty the moment they went out in the dating world. They had their value handed down to them on a plate, and all they had to do was trade it in for security and commitment from a good man. But nothing in her life reflects the responsible decisions she could have taken when she could. This is the greatest lie, that you can somehow change this fundamental nature by just giving her more of what she's ungrateful of, hoping she one day realizes the things you're doing for her. Men need to stop being so gullible, or they'll be screwed over in relationships and courts, just as they're being right now. Instead, turn your head and walk away from her when she starts to devalue everything you bring to the table, when she starts to demand more from you instead of loving you for what you're already doing. And here's the most characteristic telltale sign that you can even look for yourself. If she ever shames you for being less than or brings up an ex when comparing you, understand that you're being royally used. Nothing you do is being appreciated. Chin up, walk away, and never look back. I often stress that men need to develop the ability to let go. Let go of ideas that hold you back. Let go of dreams that aren't realistic. Let go of the job that makes you miserable. And just like this, let go of the woman that's belittling you and your contribution, and swap her with a sweet girl that appreciates every little gesture you do for her. Gratitude is the best motivator for men, and protection and provision is what we're built for. So understand that this crucial dynamic is retained and that your efforts are being reciprocated instead of being dusted off and minimized. Trust me when I say this. If you don't do it soon, you will soon find yourself trapped in a relationship 5 years down the road that kills your soul and drains the life out of you. Don't let that happen to you. The things I teach on this channel are meant to break you off from the 95% of men and take you to the 5% of men that understand these ideas and use them to better their lives. So pay heed to what I say, because my lessons can help you avoid a world of hurt and regret. So like the button and hit the subscribe button for more videos. And share with your friends and give them the head start in the dating world. Until next time.